Three Yin mysterious arts has a total of 9 layers, corresponding with the 9 tiers of martial arts. The ninth layer would be the heaven tier, which was the highest tier that Ling Han had reached in his previous life. Out of the many cultivation techniques circulated all over the world, none have broken through to the 10th tier, which was the shattering void tier. That was why Ling Han traveled all over the world to visit all kinds of ancient historical sites. The first layer of the cultivation technique, known as Three Yin Mysterious Arts, corresponded to the body refining tier, a stage Lu Yutong had long passed through. It was naturally easy for her to cultivate it again. It was just like a high school student doing the homework of a junior high student. But the problem was, she had actually completed cultivation of the first layer within such a short time. Wasn't her talent way too strong? But thinking once more, Liu Yutong had the Three Yin Vanishing Veins, and Three Yin Mysterious Arts was originally formulated for someone who possessed such veins, so her impressive cultivation speed was something normal. Ling Han nodded, saying, "Then I'll continue to teach you the second layer. As long as you are able to cultivate the majority of the third layer, you will have completely suppressed the Three Yin Vanishing Veins and will no longer be affected by them. The third layer, in other words, she would reach strength equal to the gushing spring tier." However, Liu Yutong was already at the 8th layer of element gathering tier. Moreover, she could already sense the juncture to break through to the 9th layer, so she was only one step away from breaking through to the gushing spring tier. Liu Yutong couldn't stop the blush on her beautiful face from increasing even more. To begin teaching her the second layer now, wouldn't that mean that she would have to take off her clothes again? "Don't let your imagination run wild," Ling Han said in reprimand. Liu Yutong could not help fiercely glaring at him. Her imagination was not running wild. Rather, she was afraid that Ling Han's imagination was running wild instead. The two once again returned to the inner chamber, and just like the previous time, Liu Yutong removed her robe, allowing her alluring, beautiful figure to appear practically naked in front of Ling Han. As the saying went, the first time is awkward, the second is easy. Although she was still very embarrassed, it was much better than the first time. When Ling Han taught her the second layer, it was almost night. So he had servants deliver 2 servings of dinner, of which he himself ate a large portion, leaving a smaller one for Liu Yutong. Women, you see, have small appetites, so a small portion was enough. After about 3 hours had passed, Liu Yutong once again exited and said in extreme surprise, "My cultivation speed now is actually 10 times faster than it used to be." This meant that once she broke through to the 9th layer of element gathering tier, she'd need less than 2 months to be able to reach the top before tackling the gushing spring tier. Too fast. Ling Han could not help smiling and said, "Three Yin Mysterious Arts is a heaven-grade cultivation technique." Heaven-grade cultivation technique? Liu Yutong almost fainted. What did heaven-grade cultivation technique mean? Let's just put it this way. The reason why the Liu clan had become one of the 8 great clans in the imperial city was because they had a scroll named, which was a black-grade medium-level cultivation technique. At the same time, the imperial Qi clan was able to secure its position as the lord of the land because they had a scroll named, which was a black-grade high-level cultivation technique. In other words, a black-grade high-level cultivation technique would allow the creation of an empire, and a black-grade medium-level cultivation technique would allow a power to become one of the great clans of Rain Country and thrive for 1,000 years. Now then, what significance did a heaven-grade cultivation technique have? It was indescribably valuable. If Ling Han had said from the start that he would teach her a heaven-grade cultivation technique, she would definitely have treated him as if he was crazy. You couldn't blame her. After all, if a puny little clan from Gray Cloud Town could have a heaven-grade cultivation technique, then wouldn't this world be completely messed up? But now, she couldn't not believe him, for she had personally experienced it. This is an actual heaven-grade cultivation technique, and you're just going to teach it to me like this? Her heart trembled. There was an unexplainable throbbing within her heart. Ling Han smiled. This Three Yin Mysterious Arts indeed was a heaven-grade cultivation technique, but could only be cultivated by the possessor of the 3 yin vanishing veins. It was useless in anyone else's hands, so of course he did not fear that Lu Yutong would divulge it. Moreover, he had obtained Indestructible Heaven Scroll, a truly supreme godly cultivation technique. Just comprehending its first layer required 10,000 years. Compared with this, no matter what kind of heaven-grade cultivation technique it was, it was completely worthless. Naturally, he would not tell her that. Instead, he said, "You are my follower. I'm never a miser to my own people." This was not a lie. He had always swept any mess made by those close to him under the rug, and was very generous towards his own people. Liu Yutong could not stop an expression of embarrassment from appearing on her beautiful face. According to her understanding, the words "own people" had a completely different meaning. After a while, she finally said, "Don't worry, without your permission, I will not teach this cultivation technique to anyone else." "Whatever," Linghan said. There would only be one possessor of the 3 yin vanishing veins every few thousand years anyway, so even if she taught it to someone else, it would be lost through the long passage of time. To anyone else, this was a cultivation technique that couldn't even compare to yellow-grade, low-level cultivation technique. Since no one else could cultivate in it, who would actually want to preserve it for thousands of years? Lu Yutong could not help feeling a little disappointed. Previously, her heart was trembling in excitement, and if Linghan had just used a few sweet words to pamper her a bit, her good feelings towards Linghan would definitely increase. However, Linghan simply did not bear such thoughts, and so he missed an excellent opportunity. She walked towards the table and began to eat. While slowly eating, she said, "From tomorrow onwards, I will have to enter seclusion to tackle the 9th layer of element gathering tier, so I won't be able to follow you around in this period." "Haha, don't worry. I have no plans to go anywhere these 2 days. I will simply wait for Zhu Heixin to deliver the medicinal ingredients. I plan to heal my spirit base first before doing anything else," Linghan said. He treasured this second life very much. Now that his spirit base was injured, he definitely did not want to take unnecessary risks and ruin his own foundation in martial arts. Lu Yutong did not waste time. Once she finished eating, she entered seclusion to break through to the 9th layer of element gathering tier. Linghan could only yield the inner chamber to her and move his bed to the outer chamber. Xuanhuan and his group felt immeasurable hatred towards Linghan, but thanks to Lu Yutong's presence, they absolutely did not dare have any crazy ideas. Linghan seldom came out and only waited quietly for Zhu Xin to deliver the medicine and for Lu Yutong to come out of seclusion, thus making it even more difficult for them to act. As expected, Zhu Heixin did not go back on his word, and on the 4th day, personally came to deliver the medicinal ingredients requested by Linghan. Naturally, the old man also took the chance to consult with Linghan. In truth, he had wanted to come over these few days, but in his eyes, Linghan was at the level of a supreme grandmaster, so he didn't dare to come and disturb him for no reason. However, Linghan did not have much patience today, and very quickly saw Zhu Heixin off. He wanted to immediately start concocting, heal his spirit base, and once again return to the path of cultivation. To Linghan, concocting medicine was naturally a piece of cake. After only 3 minutes, he had finished concocting the Element Heart Recover Spirit Powder. He did not stay idle these 3 days. Aside from cultivating Indestructible Heaven Scroll, he naturally had completed the preparatory work. "Concoctions are really too bitter, Linghan sighed as he swallowed the Element Heart Recover Spirit Powder completely. Not long after, a heat-like energy attacked his body, and he suddenly had the feeling that there was some sort of fire burning within his body. Upon examining his dantian, he saw that the damaged spirit base was currently slowly recovering, and would be fully recovered within no more than half a day. Within this time period, he could not do anything else, so he simply waited patiently. To someone who had been in slumber for 10,000 years, half a day's wait naturally meant little. Slowly within Linghan's dantian, the 5 elements mixed Chao's lotus completely bloomed, very natural and beautiful, too wonderful for words. En, not 100% sure about that, but I think that this expression has 2 meanings. one that he meant his subordinates, and another that he meant his women. At the very least, I encountered this expression in the exactly same context in several other novels.